There's no doubt that external monitors can be a valuable addition to your camera gear, and there's so many great monitors out today. Some can even remotely transmit a signal to a second monitor or even your phone at a very affordable price that was unheard of 10 or even 5 years ago. But I have a problem. Well, maybe two. With all the monitors that are out today that make them extremely frustrating to use. Let's dive in. Okay, so I have the Ninja 5, and before I bought the Ninja 5, I had all the budget-friendly options. The Ninja 5 is not only an external monitor, but it also acts as a recorder. So you can actually record your menu settings, for example, on your camera, and of course, the footage. This internal recording system came in extremely handy 5 or 10 years ago, because cameras weren't as capable as they are today. And being able to record in ProRes, for example, ProRes Lite or whatever, gave your camera a little bit of an upgrade. Now today I think things are very, very different. Cameras that are coming out today are more than capable. So the internal recording function may not be as marketable as it was 5 years ago. But that's actually not my problem. Here's my problem. I am shocked and surprised that no one has been able to figure out how to actually control your camera through the monitor. And I'm talking about being able to touch focus or touch to access the menu settings, to change the camera settings on the camera itself. And not to mention, most monitors, the battery life really sucks. Now this one in particular, the battery life really sucks because it's also a recorder. But even the non-recorder version of this or other lower budget, cost-effective monitors still have battery issues. And honestly, I'm okay with the battery life if it meant that the monitor can actually control the camera. Okay, so I just realized that some of you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. I think it's a common misconception when you're first buying an external monitor that the monitor will be able to control the menu functions and the settings of the camera as you would with the included screen. But that's actually not true. Let me show you guys what I mean. Okay, so right now we have the monitor set up, the Ninja 5, which is a fairly expensive monitor, to my Sony a7S III. As you can see with the Sony a7S III, I can touch to focus, all those great things. You can't do that with the Ninja, right? There's no touch to focus. It doesn't control the camera in any way. And likewise, you can change your ISO settings or your white balance, for example, on the camera itself, obviously, right? The camera has full functions. But for the Ninja, you can't do any of that. Although the Ninja has great features, and it definitely does, it has some really nice features like waveforms and false colors and things like that, which is, you know, a great thing to have as a filmmaker. You can't necessarily control the camera, which is my biggest gripe. But there is another thing you can do with this particular monitor, the Ninja 5, because it has recording functions. You can actually record your screen, your camera screen. So if you're setting up a tutorial on how to do things or how to navigate through your camera settings, this is a neat feature to have. You can now hit record, and now you're recording everything that's going on within the menu settings. So I'll be honest, for compact cameras or even mirrorless cameras like my Sony a7S III, I prefer to just use the built-in monitor. Yeah. The built-in monitor. It's extremely small, hard to really see anything out of. I'm sort of a minimalist these days because I believe if things are cumbersome, you're less likely to actually use them. So being able to just grab my compact camera and shoot whenever I feel like it without having to screw on an external monitor or a cage and grab some extra batteries, knowing that the monitor really can't actually control the camera and I'm still going to have to use the screen that's included, kind of makes it less cumbersome. I'm actually finding myself using the DJI Ronin 4D a lot more than I thought I would because the entire system is completely integrated. If I want to use the external monitor or the remote monitoring capabilities, I can remotely control the camera, which is fantastic. So having a system like that, an all-in-one system, is extremely valuable. And I think the Ronin 4D is just such a great value that is completely overlooked right now for filmmakers. And to the best of my knowledge, there's no product out there currently today that could actually control your camera. Which brings me to a second point. If I were to shop around for a monitor today, it probably wouldn't be the Ninja 5. I don't care or need the recording functions, but I've also had my eye on Hollyland, and Hollyland has some great monitors, in particular the Mars M1, which acts as an affordable transmitter and receiver monitor. And that's perfect for client work. Yes, I know it can get costly because the more you add on, the more monitors you add on, the higher the price tag. But you can also pair it with your phone and use your phone as the second monitoring device to let your clients see what you're working on, or your director, DP, or whoever. It would just be so much better if monitors could actually control the camera. And I don't know if that's a camera thing or a monitor thing, and I'm sure it's going to have to be a joint development effort between camera manufacturers and external monitor manufacturers. But I know I can't be the only one that feels this way, right?